What up, what up? It's Mr. Renew. And we got ourselves a mystical dream tarot reading today. So, if you want to know what's going on in your lover's dreams, this is the reading for you. Yeah. Got noisy beats in the back. So let's get these cards shuffled. Let's jump into your lover's dreams and let's see what's on their mind in the fifth dimensional scene. Yeah. Yeah, man, so let me tell you a little bit about this deck here. This deck would be my it's my youngest kid, you can say, right? It's my youngest. So I've had this deck for the least amount of time, and I've used this deck the least number of times. So I got this deck for exactly what it's for. I was trying to interpret a lot more of my dreams at a point. I do a lot more reading for myself than I do for anybody else. Like, I did so many readings for me in the time frame, the 4 years that I've been reading cards. Really, it's actually closer to 6 now. But all that time, man, me doing this, it's really just been for me to understand the things that was going on with myself, because I was brought to it. And then, of course, it was Spirit was guiding me to make videos, and I tried, but I was still too distracted externally, but I was building so many structures internally. I just had to appreciate things coming in full circle. And so I'm happy to use this deck, but I think something right now is happening full circle in this lover's understanding, For me, at least for me, I'm pretty grateful that the spiritual aspect is real. I'm grateful for the fact that, like, I know things are happening even though my flesh wants it. My flesh and body needs it. It craves it. But then the energy of my flesh, it scared. Some of it's scared. Some of it is resentful. Some of it is excited. So the energy versus the vessel is still one extra part. It's the operation. It's the functionality. It's the application. There's another step that you got to apply before you get your answer. This is not looking at X and Y. This is understanding that there's an X, Y, and a Z. But most people stop at the X and Y, but they can't stop living the X, Y, Z. So when you can reveal that missing part, that Z, that side that's behind, that side that's out of view but is in your understanding, when you can remove that, you can break free. You can break free of the limitations of the three. This is us diving into the fifth dimension, but this is us diving into ourselves, but that is us diving into the immense cosmic expansion, which means it's just collapsing upon you. So, what does this mean? I believe that your lover's world is collapsing, and their dreams is telling them that don't be scared. I already got you some help. I already have you the missing piece. You've seen yourself go through the struggles of old, and you know your heart wants you to go to the struggles of loving anew. It's Mr. Renew. Just to doing what we do, bringing truths on this beat as a who. Mr. Renew. Just to doing what I can, making sure that you feel good and understand who you do. just to be in you. I love the things that you do. It's true, Mr. Banu. Just to hear telling you, I love all the things you do. I love you. So that's the energy again of what it feels like when your lover gets a chance to breach beyond the boundaries of their current physical confinements. That energy that they exude, just like you, is being met up in their dreams. And in their dreams, they're starting to see themselves as a person who can live life beyond the death. They can be reborn. They can be rebirthed. They can feel good knowing that the changes that they're enacting for themselves will be met with change and support in the future. But the support is the change, but the change will create new supports. So this is a system that this person can trust. 414, balance on both sides as the 9. There's just one in between. There's a 4 and a 4. That means we're mirroring our stabilities with one another. But in order to get to a 414, you gotta realize you have to go to a 2 to 1. And so when I can be 2 things in one myself, that means I can be 4 things with one other person. But when I know that this other person wants to be with me, then they give me an extra part, that missing piece, that mirror. That Z becomes that other 4, which means that I can do more mathematics. I can move up to a higher level of mathematics. That means my love can change. That means my home can change, my family, my lifestyle. That means my brain can change. And I hear that deeply. Something about the way this person thinks is the way that this person feels in the dreams. So we're going to stop talking about it. We're going to see what actually this person sees when they dream and think about all of these changes that they're already going through, but that they're dreaming about making. This person loves you so much is what I'm hearing, but it's like they don't know how to love again. And I can attest to this. I know how to love. It's just I don't know how to trust and love again because I have a high level of mistrust, not with the people, but with the me, with people not good for me. Not knowing how to create the boundaries upon the versions of me that I want to protect and letting everyone have access to all of me. Being afraid to let somebody see all of you because all of you has not been shown. Yet what has been shown has been thrown out towards the wayside. It has been released and relinquished like it was trash time. Sucks. But this person knows that you are the person who can see even in their dreams, so they can see beyond. So when they get mad, they know that they can be mad with you, and you have a safe word to where they can come back to love with you. This dream state is this neutralization of a point within this person. So it's like their dreams is showing it's like their higher selves have a meeting with them in their dreams, so this person can finally understand them when they go to sleep or when they start to dream. But when this person dreams and they understand these things, it wakes them and it brings them to a waking state because it's so shocking that she's, in the case of me, she's being convinced that parts of her know that the part of her that is afraid is more afraid to lose the opportunity. So it's getting a little convoluted. So let's just show you. So what is in this person's dreams overall? I can't do this. 9 of Wands wanted to show. So action, obviously. Building, creating. But let's see. What's on this person's brain overall? What this dreams? 9 of Cups. So we went from the 9 of Wands to the 9 of Cups. So this 9 energy, or the 414 that I was describing, it's really being mirrored to one another. So again, it's not that they don't trust you. It's not that they don't trust themselves. This person just has a high skill level of mistrust, which means that they see mistrusting things more often. And so when they can't trust themselves, again, it's not a problem. They just don't have enough trust level in this practice area, but they have a lot of trust area over here. So the trust isn't the problem, it's the level. And so because there is more scrutiny in the waking world than there is trust, but in the dream world, as we just saw, a 9 and a 9, there is nothing but love. That's what the 9 of Cups is. Look, it is completely holistic. It is in totality. In the dream world, the trust is so immense, it's dimensional. It's a cross-planar. That's so amazing that this person is being shown that the trust that has been lost and the mistrust that has been gained are all both going to be combated by the introduction of this new variable called Z. And this Z is going to change the game. What do we have at the bottom? Oh, damn. Look at that. That's fucking crazy. Isn't that crazy? So this is what's happening. These roots are being expressed as the ultimate fulfillment. Again, but they're both 9s. So ultimate fulfillment in the roots one causes is going to be here. And this is what's in this person's dreams. But more so, ancestral roots and cosmic ancestry come together to be rooted. Speaking about 414, here's the 4, there's the 1. But you are going to be viewed as that same thing. So this is this person, and they're being preoccupied with you as the one of their whole entire existence. Their air, fire, earth, and water, all their kings, all their queens, all of it. The emperor side and the empress side, all of it, it's coming together into a single point. And that's you. But you are viewing this person the exact same way. And this is where that mirror image. Here's the 4-1 on the left, and then there's the 1-4 on the right. Or it's the 4-1 on the right and the 1-4 on the left. That's what this is representing, but it's being shown as roots, but roots grow in a circle, so that means you got inner roots and external roots. That means this trunk has a foundation and then another foundation. These are the aspects that your partner is being shown. It's like the subconscious mind is already primed to know and becoming more fertile for growth, and it's been occurring for a long time. That's what I feel like this 9 of Wands is representing as the root aspect. It's like the subconscious mind has been altered, and finally, this part of them, the more surface brain, the more conscious brain, the things that they can apply, those things are being exuded as the epiphany of this person's current existence. So in other words, my mirror. What else do we have? Lady of Swords. Again, new cosmic awakenings due to the roots. This is this person in their dream state seeing you as this. That's that. It's all the same. That's what is on the brain. That's this. Look how close the colors they are. So again, this is the dream deck. So you gotta understand that this is going to be dreamy. Let's get some more. So let me get 4. And let's see which one of these perspectives your person is talking. Air, fire, earth, water. Let's see. What's on the brain with the air? So, what is on this person's brain is they don't know. But what we have is the wisdom teacher. They have their experiences. So this person, man, they're going off to college and they're starting off brand new by themselves with a newfound mission. I don't know if they're clear on their mission, but it doesn't matter because no matter what they do, They're going to be focused on you, but you make them focus on themselves. And so by you being even around, it's making them become wise upon themselves. And then they becoming the teacher of that younger self. That is the new adventure that this person is about to step in through. That's the portal that they're viewing here. Again, this is dream, man. This is dream love. So you got to understand there's going to be a lot of symbologies that you got to be privy to. You got to be wise and teach yourself that it's all happening at once. So look for the hidden Z variable. Stop putting things together without adding or subtracting some other feature for your outcome. Take 3 points instead of 2. Don't look from here to here. You gotta say, I got this. Oh, 3/4 of this, that's way more information than just having half. Be wise. So let's see what's on the brain. This person's brain, or in their dream state. I knew this was going to come out. I saw it earlier. So the Lady of Pentacles, this person's brain, this person doesn't know if the person is good enough. This person is going back to the previous stuff. So all the previous stuff in the past, you don't care about that shit, but it's still in this person's brain. So this is like this person knowing all the things that they brought, but people kinda, because it came out this way, this is like people kinda like receiving it, kinda not, or they receive it and like misplace it or do something wrong with it. But then the other people were resourceful with less that was given and did great things with it. So this person just doesn't know how to be them because everybody wants them to be something. You, on the other hand, just enjoy watching them be them because you feel like them being them is you being you. So when you see them be them, you want to help. And sometimes that means being hands-on. Sometimes that means being hands-off. Sometimes that means being, the most loving, comforting person. Sometimes that means standing your ground and putting up a boundary. But the fact that it's always a constant change is constantly interesting. Think of a toddler, think of a little kid, and they just so fascinated with trains. I love airplanes, so me and my dad, or me and my grandpa, we go to the airport and we watch the planes go. I love fire trucks, so my dad and I go to the firehouse and every single week and we watch the fire trucks. We love that shit. I just love the sirens on the ambulance. I just want to become a doctor or a nurse. I just constantly am in awe with what I'm seeing, which makes me do different things. But this person sees you as a person who will allow them to be the things without judgment and just love because you appreciate them changing and growing. And because you just simply like observing, that means you like looking at all parts and you want to see more. And this person is starting to feel like they can be that queen. In case of me, I hope she's feeling like she can be that queen, because she's already everything. She's already there. And, the worst thing in the world would be for me to lose her or not be able to help her or not be able to be there to pull her out her darkness. Like, that is the worst thing in the world. Like, if she was to take her own life, let's say, and because she just couldn't get over something or I couldn't get to her or help her, that would kill me too. It would kill me. And so I just want her to understand that the value that she places on herself will also be the impact that she carries over, through, and on to me. Over, then through, and then on me. 3 steps. But that pain will definitely manifest as an outcome within me if she was to keep me out of her darkness, let's say. So the fact that creates light in this person's darkness, it's fascinating because other people probably just became dark with this person. I'm going to shine my light for you in your darkness, and I'm not going to be afraid to enter the dark with you because I got my own light. I will never, ever let you down. I will make sure that this light shines. And guess what? I need to, because you're in the dark. So be prepared. That's what this card says. When I'm done over here, you gotta be prepared to step into a new role, because once I drain all my light shining for not one but for two of us, soon as we get into the light and I need to recharge, you gotta nurture me. You gotta care for me. You gotta use the light that's shining now inside of you to respark me. Go back and save me. And it's that dynamic that this person can now see, but it starts with them being able to be. I'm hearing to be or not to be. That's this position. But that's on their brain. Let's look at what's in the gonads, in the energies, sexual energies, fire energies, Lord of Wands have been. This person is very balanced. This person knows what's up. The Lady of Pentacles and the Lord of Wands. So this here, again, if you look at this, this is Ganesh creating. So the Lord of this is being spoken into existence through words, but words are slithery in this example. But the slithery aspect is coming from this being able to cultivate. Look, it has a little scythe. So it's not about being afraid to be in the dark or be surrounded by snakes or being surrounded by mistruths and all of this shit. The point of it is being able to be grounded in the wisdom and the memory of you. So the experiences that come on from the actions that you taken that made this person like this, the words of the past are now being scythed, right? Look, that sickle. You see that? That's just a knife used to behead people. But that's what you're doing here. This person is learning that because they don't have to be this way or this way, they can be seen as this because you love seeing them like all of the ways, because you love seeing them in multiple ways. That means this person really, really, really can step into this person who remembers that they're wise, remembers that they're loving, remembers that they can behead somebody, remembers that they can be fierce and protective. This person remembers that they can be all of these things inside of the darkness, inside of the dreams, inside of the position that will tell them that these things are the way to go, these things aren't the way to go, and they would have to follow their own light to make the right decision. So again, this person has this on their mind, not being too comfortable with being any and all of themselves, into being able to take actions as a person who doesn't care. This person will do everything that they need to do to be themselves now. And I think that's pretty cool. I don't know what happened to the music, bro. There the music go, bro. Alright. Air, fire, earth, water. Just look what's in their stability, their body. This is the energy that they can take. This is the energy of the mind. This is the body. And then this is the energy of the body. Two of Swords. Heart is torn. I'm far away, but my heart is over there. I'm here, but I'm gone. I'm to and fro. Two of Swords. That is so. Remember, the next card after the Two of Swords is the Three of Swords. Heartbreak. So this person's heart is being ripped apart. It's being two kids fighting over one toy. I hope I'm not fighting over her energetically, because I don't want to fight over her. For me, I just want to be this. I'm just going to watch you love. And of course I don't want to watch her make mistakes. But again, I have to be the wise teacher for my own kid who wants to jump in and save her. No. I love her, but sometimes she just needs to do her homework. You know? So that's what I feel like this person is in this physical state right now. Physical body. Look, airplane. Just take a look at this. Everything first you gotta appreciate is aligned center. So it's like everything is coming to a head, and so we gotta realize that something is going to come to pass. You know, it's like a car collision. Boom. You get an experience of some physical shit. So in this person's dreams, they're seeing what's physically tearing them apart. So it's like this person knows who is fucking them up, but like, again, even if they try to get away, a serpent is jumping out of the water to get to them. Even if they try to get away, they're walking up a mountain to the moon towards nothing. There is a tree here, but this tree here is from some snake, from some serpent. This energy is a physical thing for this person. So this person is literally dreaming about the shit that the people who are fucking them up, and they realize like you're not doing that in their dreams. And that's what I feel like is the big thing. They're learning this because maybe you're teaching them as this person. Maybe in the dreams you are this person's teacher, and maybe in the dreams when you don't have the dreams with them, this person is fighting these battles. But there's something that you're doing that's giving them the strength to shine their own light in the dark so they can fight the battles with you. Because your demons are not going to be the same. You're losing your battles in life because these demons just got your number. I know they're about to run the ball. Watch. They're about to run the ball. Put 8 niggas in the box. Blitz everybody. Look, they ran the ball. Sack. Or excuse me, tackle for loss. Oh, look, they're just about to shoot a 3. Just put 3 people on there and trap them. Look, you can't do nothing. Pass the ball. Everybody else can shoot. Look, we got your number. I know what you about to do. Look at this motherfucker. I told this goddamn kid not to touch the stove. He think I'm gone. Watch this nigga touch the stove. Start crying. Look, I told your ass, don't touch the stove, and now you got burnt. That's what that energy is. Again, it's being able to be there and realize that it's not just trouble. It's allowing you to see yourself. But in this case, I'm telling this to my person, so this person can tell this to themselves, so when they're in this dream state, they can combat this. And that is being shown through this energy of love, but the love is going through pure observation. It's not measurement. It's observation and measurement that doesn't create changes. It induces change. It encourages change. It inspires change. It motivates change. It hopes for change. It's a fan. But this fan here wants you to be you. And that's what this dreams is telling this person. What's in their heart? Woo! This is the best card we could have gotten in order to do that, because it has now completely expressed everything that we've discussed. We have our 3 parts now. And when you have 3, it makes a 4th point in the center, which is shown by this rose quartz. But this rose quartz is matched with 2 other things. An inside and an outside. This inside-outside has now been recontained. Don't really want to say but the idea of saying is you can just see that it's a circle. Almost a circle. Almost a triangle. Here's a diamond, which creates both. Right? But the emotions is this card here, which is the Ouroboros, or the full loop, full circle. Damn, this is the baby's point of view. Baby was like, damn, dad said don't touch the stove. I touched the stove. Stove was hot. Dang hot, daddy. And now this baby is going around making sure everybody know stove hot, don't touch. And now they're talking it. That's what this person is doing. Yes. Yeah, girl. I love that shit. Oh, good job, you girl. Ooh. Yeah. Good job, baby. So, hell yeah. Yo, baby, whoever your baby is, yo, baby is really applying what the fuck has been being taught. Yo, baby has been loving you, loving them, and because you are loving all parts of them, the parts of them that has been lacking love are like, they're getting a little obsessed and addicted. They like, wow, this is some bomb ass tasting water. Oh my god, let me drink some more. Little kid for the first time going to the airport with granddad is like, oh granddad, look at all of these planes, where they coming from? Granddad like, just you wait. And then they go into the takeoff ramp and they can see how close they are, and kid is like, whoa my god, they're big and huge and raw. It's just the best time ever. That is this person when they're with you, but when this person is with you in their dreams and they're watching all of you, the parts of them are super excited like that youthful kid. And when that youthful kids can enter through that emotional portal and they enter into this world and they can know how to circle their own wagon and build from their own experiences anew, build from their own experiences anew. That means I can keep lapping this circle, because every time I eat I get bigger, but I never stop eating myself. So because you're growing yourself and atrophying yourself, you're getting bigger and smaller. You're uploading information while you're downloading information. You're increasing as you're decreasing. That's what this means. You can now see how I can manipulate things on the inside, because you now have two versions of the inside. Are you talking about the circle now from just the oranges? Or are you talking about the circles of the combo? Look, I got blue, green, green, blue. That's this. I got the serpent reaching up, trying to get to this person, but this person is flying high, but they can even go higher. So because of this, that little alteration, that little flip from blue-green to green-blue, that change in dynamic is you. That's you saying 1, 2, 3 over here, and you having that little change from everybody else in their life, and you're giving them that way out. You're giving them that means of alteration between eating myself and growing myself. You let them be them. You let them be mad. You let them be sad. You let them be depressed. And you just be there and you watch them. And you provide environments that this person can use to induce their own light. They love cooking, you got ingredients, you got cookbooks. Maybe you start cooking, maybe you start fucking some shit up and get them to come save the day. What matters is that person has light inside of them still, and instead of them dependent on external things, people, animals, environments, they can now start to depend on themselves as the stimulator to people, animals, and environments, and now that shift allows them to see you. And now since they can see you, they can see you pee. But they can computerize themselves with you. All right, we got the bell going on. So let's get our final message, people. Let's get a final message, because this is a great reading. Final message. Final message. Final message. Final message is the Two of Pentacles. Look at how beautiful this is. I love this because this is a person who knows that they're balancing things, balancing something that they like physical, maybe two realities, maybe the bridge between themselves. This her own four, and then her mirrored four of herself, her light side and dark side, we can say. This person is light and dark side. Again, look how beautiful these cards are, but look how synchronistic they are. Very, very similar. This is the Two of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, two different suits that match perfectly. But look, you see how this here is the portal, but I'm watching her as the whole entire universe within this portal. This is like me looking into the portal, and when I look into the portal, this is how I see her. But guess what? Guess what? Look, the roots. So this person now can rise out of the water and be themselves, dancing free. This person here now can have the wisdom. As the wisdom comes and goes, right? She still knows how to flow. But then, more importantly, match the colors now. Look. Instead of the roots being, or the green or the heart coming from the bottom, it has now been polarized. The green is on the top. And so, because this is like going from 4-1 into 1-4, this is like going from left to right versus right to left, or left, right, right, left. Then we can have right, left, left, right. But then again, you can also say, I'm on the left and everything is on the right. This person now has that ability to see so much more. Instead of the snake being, again, always reaching for her, this person has now learned how to polarize and turn it here. But then they, because of you seeing another new part of them, they can keep this thing turning. They can keep this thing turning, and now they can realize that they can always keep their spark. And that means you can always see them burn. But what does that mean? That means you can always enjoy them being them. Enjoy them dancing through their own world. You just watching, you're just Luna, the moon, observing, always watching, even the darkness, even the shadows. And you are like a nightlight for this person in their darkest dreams. And so this person loves you so much, and to the point where they don't even understand. But it's because this you allows your soul really allows them to see themselves. So imagine the same thing. This is me looking at her. Here's the portal that I'm looking through, and I'm watching just the most amazing, beautiful dance of nature, right? Most beautiful dance of nature. But when she stops dancing and she looks at the portal, she'll see the same thing. So whatever you are doing that makes us dance, like for me, I'm hoping like she sees these readings, but that's the whole thing. I can't force her, convince her to do so. All I can do is this, and that is what I can do, which is support in the way that I've been doing, and hope. And in that hope and that prayer, these things should change, but they should change for the greater. So let's take a read in the book for our final message of the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Let's get you the answer. The answer says, this card indicates attention to harmony, to not doing too much and spreading one's energy out in too many directions. That means I'm going to give, then I'm going to hold back. You get this much, I'll take that much. A contract needs to be signed. You sign a contract, I give you this, you receive that. A home needs to be completed. I'm almost building this, finish that, then you'll have that. If you build the bridge, now we have free flow. Like, that's the idea. If I pay my bills, now I have peace of mind. This is the give and take aspect. I'm the eat and grow aspect, but now you got the flame, or this person has the flame to where they can always spark new creations. So there is a decision that needs to be made. Go ahead or to dismiss what seems unreasonable. So again, this person is in this position physically, which means, or excuse me, energetically. So that means physically they're seeing the exact same thing. But in their dreams, they're learning how to be this with you. Why? Because there's a decision needs to be made about a two. The two is this versus what is being spewed. Why? Because it's the same thing here. Is this snake bad because it's reaching for higher when you're in a plane reaching for higher? You're doing the same thing. Can you see the similarities and the differences behind who you are and what you want to be? Can you see the differences in yourself like people can? But can you value those differences like these people do too? Because it's not about believing their value, it's just understanding differences in value. Just like we talked about earlier, this person can be trusting, but because they got such a high level of mistrust, it's off the charts, it's off the screen. You got to be able to bring that back down by acts of trust. And it doesn't boost this trust level yet. This person has to put their trust in things that they once did not trust, and then they can bring it over to the world of trust. You can only induce change. You can only motivate the change. So love this person as they're making their changes. See that the changes that they're making are loving, and you love the person who they was and the person they became. Love all of this person so they can love all of themselves, and they cannot be this anymore. They can be all of themselves. And that's what's beautiful. I feel like we should end on that, but you know, I'm gonna do a little extra. Let's get you the background. Get you the background of the Two of Pentacles. This says, at the portal of a new enterprise, there lies the necessity of give and take. Didn't I say that? That's giving and taking. That's what this is. You're teaching that this person, it's okay to give and take with themselves and still be loved for it. I can't wait to embrace this person because they're going to feel this so much more than what they already. And it's the same with you. I just hope that we're in the same position to feel this way so you can resonate with this reading so you can continue to help your person. That's really what I'm trying to say. But that's a lot more words, right? Back to this. The dream must be grounded with the stability of the needs of the waking reality. One is caught between rising and falling in thoughts of expansion and enterprise. The seeker cannot move into the workshop of the new opportunity unless they accept reality and care for the flesh as well as the spirit. So, let's keep on. A new plan, situation, or a new relationship has been recently hatched due to the great success already in place. Nevertheless, the plan is not firm yet. Just had a baby. Went from not being a parent to a parent. Went from pre into post. I went from the pre-contemplation stage to the contemplation stage. I think I'm going to have these problems. Baby is here. This is the problem. That is that's realizing the plan is not set. Yes, I plan to do all of these things on the field, but they got my number. They're stopping every single thing that we do. Remember, we was talking about that. And then we had to realize that giving and taking is the key, or being balanced is the key. Giving a little bit over here and a little bit over there is key. Taking less from over here, so this over here won't even care. And we can try something that nobody was thinking. That's the third aspect, which is, oh, I already got it, which is the idea of bringing that change to that new thing, because when you bring that change to the new thing, it pops up differently. This is the middle child issue. This kid is the same, the firstborn. This kid is different from the firstborn, but that's okay. But then the third get born, and it's like the first. Second child is the weirdo. First and third, they're odd numbers. They're the same. They're acting the same. But this weirdo in the middle, what the fuck is wrong with this kid? Like, that's. So, yeah, it's about time. So, yeah, let's finish up. Growth has its burden. Oh, excuse me. Success demands continued attention and support. Growth has its burden. Overextension has its dangers. It is important to see truth on all sides, keeping the purity and ease of what is, or moving to expand, accepting that growth may lead to the complexities generated by an uncomfortable giant. One must not favor the lofty dream without accepting the physical necessities which are an essential part of the successful manifestation. Life is a balancing act. For my modern people who listen to stuff on the internet, in the dating world, this will be like women complaining about men who want a stay-at-home wife but don't have stay-at-home wife money. That is that exact example. That is a woman. This is men complaining about women who do not know how to cook or clean, but think that she deserves a wife. Or, excuse me, a husband. So, this is why men tend to choose themselves and women choose to choose the children, because the children can provide the woman what she wants without giving up anything. There's no balance. Same thing with a man. A man can't have a wife, and family and kids without adhering to the needs of other people. Men want to be selfish because it's easier. So, women want to be collective because it's easier. Balance is the key. Balance is the way. So, with that being said, go balance your day. I'm Mr. Renew. I hope you enjoyed this message for you and your lover. Peace. Noisy beats.